So nobody could say that Kris Kristofferson, actor, was as good as Laurence Olivier, but for as a character actor, he should have been nominated for several Oscars, especially Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, and of course, the Billy the Kid movie, Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. Now, today we're not going to talk about his music career, but we're going to talk about his basically filmography. Now, after being successful as a songwriter and what do you call session player, singer, in the kind of early 1970s, he focused on acting rather than music. He appeared in the underrated Cisco Pike in 1972 with Gene Hackman, Bloom and Love in 73, directed by Paul Mazursky, three Sam Peckinpah films, Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid, Bring Me the Head of Alfredo Garcia, and Convoy, which is kind of an ultimate classic for the CB trucker culture. He was also in Michael Ritchie's Semi-Tough with Burt Reynolds. He continued acting in Martin Scorsese, Alice Doesn't Live Here Anymore, which I think he was robbed of a Best Supporting Actor nomination, Vigilante Force, The Sailor Who Fell from Grace with the Sea, and the romantic drama musical A Star is Born with Barbra Streisand, which we received a Golden Globe Award for Best Actor. At the peak of his box office power, Kristofferson turned down Sorcerer in 1977 and a romantic war film Hanover Street, which Harrison Ford took. Despite his success with Streisand, his solo music career headed downward with his non-charting ninth album, Shake Hands with the Devil. His next film, the two-part 79 NBC TV movie Freedom Road, was a ratings bomb. Now, he was next cast in the lead role as the enigmatic sheriff James Arville in Michael Cimino's bleak and sprawling 1980 anti-Western Heaven's Gate. Despite being a scandalous studio bankrupting and industry-changing failure at the time, as it cost Kristofferson his Hollywood A-list status, the film gained critical recognition in subsequent years. In 1981, he co-starred with Jane Fonda in Rollover, directed by the great Alan J. Pakula, and in 1986 he starred in The Last Days of Frank and Jesse James with Johnny Cash, and Flashpoint with Treat Williams in 1984, directed by William Tannen. This was followed in 1983 by the neo-noir thriller Trouble in Mind, co-starring Keith Carradine and Laurie Singer. Now, in 1987, Kristofferson starred in a seven-episode TV series Amerika with Robert Urich and Christine Lahti about the Russians taking over America. In 1989, he was the male lead in the film Millennium with Cheryl Ladd, which of course Buddy Cole from Kids in the Hall has referenced in his soliloquies many times. In 1996, he earned a supporting role as Charlie Wade, a corrupt South Texas sheriff in John Sayles' Lone Star, a film nominated for an Academy Award for Best Original Screenplay. Now in 1997, he co-starred in the film Fire Down Below with Steven Seagal. Now in 1998, Kristofferson took a role in the film Blade alongside Wesley Snipes as Blade's mentor Abraham Whistler. He reprised the role in Blade 2 in 2002 and again in Blade Trinity 2004. In 1998, he starred in Dance With Me along with Vanessa Williams and Cheyenne. In 1999, he co-starred with Mel Gibson in Payback. He also played rancher Rudolph Meyer in Molokai, the story of Father Damien. He was then in the 2001 version of Planet of the Apes by Tim Burton. Now, he also played the title character Johan as an old man in the Norwegian film Johan the Children Wanderer. He also co-starred in the 2011 film Dolphin Tale and his 2014 sequel, Dolphin Tale 2. Now, in 2012, he was in The Joyful Noise with longtime friend and collaborator Dolly Parton. In 2013, he co-starred in The Motel Life, as well as Angel Sing with Willie Nelson and the great Lyle Lovett. In 2006, Kristofferson starred with Javier Bujold in the film Disappearances, about risky running from Quebec to the U.S. During the Great Depression. Now, again, his acting style was very, very off the ground, sort of like a Lee Marvin kind of, and like I said, him and Johnny Cash are the same acting style. Other key movies he was in included Big Top Pee-wee as well. Now, there's a film again called Nights with Lance Henriksen and as again the Charlie Wade and Lone Star McConaughey. Now, another movie was called, he played an older Billy Coleman in Where the Red Fern Grows. He also appeared in The Jacket with Adrian Brody. And again, a year later, he was in Fast Food Nation with Patricia Arquette and lent his voice as the narrator for the 2000 film I'm Not There. He also joined the ensemble cast in the 2009 romantic comedy He's Just Not Into You alongside Jennifer Aniston. Now, other key TV films including Blood and Orchids and also the miniseries Lives of the Saints. He was also in the TV series Dead Man's Gun, 97 to 99, and most recently played Andrew Jackson in the historical miniseries Texas Rising. Of course, his premiere was in the last movie with Dennis Hopper. Then Cisco Pipe, The Gospel Road, The Story of Jesus, the Johnny Cash movie. Pat Garrett, The Billy the Kid, Bloom in Love. Alfredo Garcia, Alice, The Sailor Fell from Grace from the Sea. Very good movie, you can find it. Vigilante Force, The Star is Born Against Semi-Tough, Convoy. Heaven's Gate, Rollover, The Last Horror Film, playing himself. Flashpoint, Songwriter. Of course, the Academy Award nomination there. Trouble in Mind, Big Top Pee-wee, Millennium, Welcome Home, Sandino, Night of the Cyclone, Original Intent, No Place to Hide, Paper Hearts, Knights, Pharaoh's Army, Lone Star, Fire Down Below, Girls' Night, Blade, Dance With Me, A Soldier's Daughter Never Cries, Land Before Time, Direct-to-Video, The Secret of Soros Rock, Payback, Molokai, The Story of Father Damien, Limbo, The Joyriders, Comanche, Planet of the Apes, Chelsea Wells, Woolly Boys, Detox, Blade 2, Where the Red Fern Grows, Silver City, Forever is a Long, Long Time, playing Hank Williams, short film direct-to-video, Blade Trinity, The Jacket, The Life and Times of Guy Terrifico, playing himself, The Wendell Baker Story, A Dreamer, Bratz or Journey Home, Disappearances, Fast Food Nation, Room 10, Payback Straight Up, Requiem for Billy the Kid, playing Billy the Kid again, Crossing the Heart, I'm Not There, he was a narrator, Jump Out Boys, Snow Buddies, John Rich, Shutting Down Detroit Down, He's Just Not Into You, Powder Blue, For Sale by Owner, Bloodworth, The Last Rites of Ransom Pride, Johann the Child Wanderer, Dolphin Tale, The Greening of Whitney Brown, Joyful Noise, Deadfall, The Motel Life, Angels Sing, Midnight Stallion, San Patricios, Dolphin Tale 2, 7 Minutes, the documentary on the Carters, The Winding Stream, Traded, The Red Maple Leaf, Hickok, playing George Knox, The Star, Aveline and Blaze. Now on TV, some interesting performances. Saturday Night Live, of course, hosting with his wife in 1976. The Muppet Show, Freedom Road, The Lost Honor of Catherine Beck, The Last Days of Frank and Jesse James, Blood and Orchid, Stagecoach, playing the Ringo Kid, Amerika, Pair of Aces, Another Pair of Aces, Three of a Kind, playing Rip Metcalf, Miracle in the Wilderness, Christmas in Connecticut, Troubleshooters, Trapping in the Earth, Sodbusters, The Larry Sanders Show, Big Dreams and Broken Hearts, the Dottie West documentary, Tad, Inflammable, Brothers Destiny, Blue Rodeo, playing Owen Whistler, Dead Man's Gun, as a narrator, 41 episodes, Two for Texas, The Long Kill, Net Force, Perfect Murder, Perfect Town, The Break, Lives of the Saints, 14 Hours, Handy Manny, Down Dog, Texas Rising. Now, it was in 2 video games, including Gun and Fallout New Vegas. So, ladies and gentlemen, there should have been at least one Oscar nomination in there someplace, especially where Alice doesn't live anymore. Ellen Bernson once said, working with Kristofferson was like working with a great bottle of wine. No matter how much you drunk in there, it was still great. But Kristofferson had a very, very impactful, natural style of acting. And it's kind of weird because he had the beard for a lot of years. His most impactful, movie for a lot of people is Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. Of course, Bob Dylan had a part in that and did the soundtrack. I think that's one of his key roles. But like I said, every time Kristofferson was on the screen, it's hard to believe, ladies and gentlemen, 53 years as a screen star, and 60, 70 years as a musical star. So 128 years combined in the entertainment business. Tremendous. And like I said, ladies and gentlemen, the ultimate role would be this if he would have played Jonah Hex. I know it's bizarre to say because I talked in a podcast about Clint Eastwood playing Jonah Hex. I think Kristofferson, circa 1983 or 84, would have done it perfectly, but that's just my personal opinion. So Kris, again, much more than a singer and songwriter, much more than a legend, a very, very good actor and a very underrated actor. Like I said, he will be missed. So if you like what you're doing here with our Kris Kristofferson Tribute Podcast, let us know with a like, comment, subscribe, or share.